Hey, this is Renna from Walking Shadows Cosplay, and one of the questions I get asked all the time after people see my Sintra videos is how did you actually attach the arm to your arm? So instead of answering that question a million times, I figured I'd take a video of me putting the arm on, and then you all can see for yourselves. Note, I'm only going to put the arm on, so I'm not going to put on the shoulder guards or the knee bracers or anything like that. And I did make this almost a year ago, so it's seen better days. It's a little worn. It's in need of a remake. But here we go. So, here are the pieces. This is the base. It's a silver opera glove that I bought on Amazon. And then I just glued the painted and molded Sintra pieces straight onto the hand. And you'll see how that works in a second. These are the two main arm pieces. This is the outer arm. This is the inner arm. They go together like this. This is the pauldron that goes right here on the shoulder. You can see it. It moves. And these are my cover pieces. They help cover up things that are ugly. So, now I'm going to put it on. So, let's see, I'll start with the shoulder actually. So, these straps at the top, so primarily it's done with elastic and Velcro. The elastic is just glued straight on using Loctite super glue. So I put one piece that goes across all three pieces, and then this piece here to help support it and make it so it wasn't super floppy. So it's all just Loctite and Velcro. This is Velcro right here. This worked. I'm sure there's something that could work better. I recently purchased and read Kamui Cosplay's armor making book, and she uses D-rings, and I'm making some more armor projects this year, and I'm going to try using D-rings instead. So these straps up at the top actually came and went around the straps of the leather armor on my shoulders, which I'm not wearing. But if I were, they would loop around like this, and those loops would go through the strap of the leather armor on my shoulder. And then there are these loops, this right here, in the back. So I'd put it flat on. This is very awkward. Put it flat on. This costume is not fun to put on by yourself, by the way. Put it flat on. And then you just Velcro it on. So these straps keep it up on my shoulder, and this strap keeps it tight on my arm. But then this strap right there, that's kind of ugly. Even though I'm wearing a black shirt, I don't really like having that black strap right there, which is why I have this concealer piece. So I can just take this piece, and I've got Velcro on the outside of this strap, and Velcro glued inside there. So I always lose track of which way is up. I think this way is up. So I just press it on like that, and then push it around to the other side. And now instead of an ugly strap, I've got a cool little plate. So I'm going to take this off while I'm putting on the other arm, because without the leather armor, it's just all slidey. The first thing I do when putting on the main arm is I put on the glove. Now, it's kind of unfortunate that this is the first step, because the glove makes me lose the use of my left hand almost. I made the finger joints so they do bend, but it's still not perfect mobility, which is why I like to put the shoulder on first. But anyway, so I slide the glove on, and these finger joints have been sized to my fingers, so no one's ever tried to put this glove on besides me. I don't know if they could. But there, that's the hand. Like I said, it's got pretty good mobility, and then when I wear the full costume, I wrap it in a bandage and a spike strap. So there's the glove, that's the base layer, and I usually wear a long sleeve black skin tight shirt that goes under, and I put the glove on top of that. Then, the next thing I put on is the main bracer piece. This is the outside piece. And again, the straps are just glued in there. Sorry for all the chippy paint. Like I said, this guy's had a hard life. He's been to a lot of cons. And I've got the three different straps here. What I learned is when I made these and tried it on originally, I was like, ooh, this fits nice and snug, it's perfect. And then what I learned is nice and snug quickly became no circulation. So I do put it on a little looser now, which, yes, doesn't make it quite as steady, but it makes it so I don't lose my fingers. So that's the first layer. It's got these 3 elastic straps and the outer arm. Now, this is the tricky part. I usually enlist a friend for this, because I'll slide up the lower arm and put on the inner arm down as low as I can. This first strap I'll put as low as I can on my wrist. Sorry, I'll try not to move out of the range of the camera. But like I said, this is tricky. Gotta make sure that one stays open. Okay, so this strap I put as low as I can, and I Velcro it down, and then I press them together so that they fit, and I shimmy the outer arm back down so that they lined up. And then I usually actually shimmy it down a little farther, because the next loop I need to do is back in here. This was the top loop that was on the inner arm. It's about right here. And so this is where I usually enlist a friend, or I'll pull it out like this. So I can't really do it by myself. I can do it well enough for a con. I can do it so that it won't completely pop off. But it's not perfect. Ugh. There. See, so now it won't come off, but it's not as tight as I'd like it to be. See how it can slide in and out like that? So it really does help to have a friend. But now the arm is on. And there it is from the inside, middle, outside, full range. And like, I can make a fist with my hand. I was able to make, this is 3mm Sintra, and I was able to create the finger joints in such a way that I can make a fist. So I can hold things if they're big. Like, let's see, here's my water bottle. I can hold my water bottle, no problem, but here's a pin. I'm a sewer, so of course I have a pin. And if I try to, I don't know why you try to hold a pin in a fist, but if I did, I could, oh, I'm not going to drop that on my floor. I couldn't do it. You see the point. There is also space in there for if someday I wanted to make her wicked sweet blade that comes out of her elbow. As of right now, this is what I have. I'd love to remake Lawn Fawn someday, especially when I become better at painting. This was, if you don't know, Lawn Fawn was my very first cosplay, so the paint job is a little smeary and not awesome. It's mostly just spray paint straight on. I don't think I've even sealed it. But I'm still pretty proud of her. She was fun. And now you know how to put on her arm. And her little pauldron thingy.